Did you know that there's a secret plant hiding in nature's pharmacy? A small plant with the power to eliminate type 1.
Hey, welcome to the wisniewski Report. I'm your host, G-Dub. And always, every week, I got these two guys hanging out with me, Lou Tenor and James Holder. Guys, what is going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, Cena Hall just lost to St. John's in the Big East tournament, so I think now they're in big trouble again for Sunday's announcement. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna make it.
Hey, we're in the same boat as far as the men, the Texas men's team, because they lost yesterday to Kansas State, but the women they won. One of the top seeds of women.
Yeah, by the way, congratulations to the Lady Horns on winning the final Big 12 title.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it in fashion. But yeah, we got a great show for y'all today. How many of y'all remember the Kansas City Miami playoff game?
I do.
How many of y'all actually remember the fans that showed up actually with barely any clothes on?
Yeah, I figure it out too.
Do you remember that, Lou?
Which was it again?
The Kansas Miami game where fans showed up barely any clothes on.
Oh yeah, that.
When the temperatures are below zero, what these fans who decided to play stupid games won stupid prizes.
Right.
They were seeking and getting an amputation. That means getting a limb cut off.
Well, you want to be stupid, so you got to pay the price for it.
You heard me correctly. They had
you had to be an idiot. Now wait, it was playing in Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah.
No.
Like Homer Simpson would say, "Fool."
Yeah, but okay. Now, if it's in Miami, yeah, I would get. Not that I would recommend it to play naked, but it'd be more legit than saying Kansas City, where it's like 3 below in January, and you're risking decent exposure and loss of a limb just because you want to be famous for doing something stupid. Is it really worth it? I don't think so.
Just like Homer Simpson would say, "Do." Not the smartest move by any fan. This isn't funny by any means, but it goes to show you how reckless some people will go for a game.
Well, like I said, to get 15 minutes of fame just to be stupid.
I truly hope they learned a valuable lesson. This is like playing with fireworks and getting burned.
So I wouldn't do that either.
But once again, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Jason Pierre-Paul did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He played with fireworks and had two of his fingers blown off.
You mean Jason Pierre-Paul?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah, JPP. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
that's why 4th of July is always Jason Pierre-Paul Day.
Right.
I mean, you got to be an idiot to sit there and hold the firework, and you know it's going to blow up.
Yeah.
You know what he said. He always has a blast.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh my God. Okay, Lou. What's your
You know he felt the burn.
Yeah. Well, it seemed that something happened at a women's basketball game. An LSU guard, hope I'm saying his name right. Flo J. Johnson was arrested and charged with assault and battery, disorderly conduct. The Greenville Police Department for his role after his sister was shoved out of the court by South Carolina forward Kimura I think it's Carcerto in an SEC tournament game. Trayvon Milton jumped over the scorer's table to reach onto the court. Police say Milton made his way onto the court by pushing down a female SEC security guard and stepped on the shoulders to get past her. The police and two other people jumped into the stands and were stopped by authorities making it to the court. Caserta was ejected for fighting for three of her teammates and being thrown out after leaving the bench. Two more players were sent off the court, and there was another person here. I mean, he was only trying to protect, a family member, and he gets in trouble for it. I don't know. I mean, I don't condone what he did, but he was trying to save his sister. From getting attacked from a flare. So it is pretty stupid, but I also get maybe the reason behind it.
I don't either. To me, if you lay your hands on one of my family members, I'm going to come to their aid.
That's right. Because I believe in self-defense.
Me too. And here's another one for you. Mr. Dak Prescott is having legal troubles.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Hey, behind that, it's not really him having legal troubles. It's the one behind it. Like the girl accused him, so he filed a lawsuit against her.
Oh,
that's not really legal troubles on his behalf. It's on the girl because she's trying to I guess launder $100 million from him by bribery.
Bribery.
Look at Cool Hand Luke down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what it is these players, when they go pro like that, these women are like, man, look at him, he's making all this money. I want to go try to get my cut of it.
Yeah.
Adam, since you missed the start of the show, do you remember the Kansas City Miami game where those fans showed up with barely any clothes on?
Yeah, I got hurt. Yeah, I heard about that.
They're definitely morons.
Yes, they are.
Come on now. I can understand being loyal to your team.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would not go that far in sub-zero temperatures to be out there with no clothes on.
Some would.
Knowing you're gonna get frostbite and you're gonna have your appendage freaking amputated.
Exactly. Christopher Bale won the United Rentals Work 500 in Phoenix. This is his 7th career win. He drove the wheels off that Toyota.
Yeah.
Next tough race. We will get to that when we get into the NFL. About Barkley going to the Eagles. We get to that here in a little while.
Yeah, one step at a time.
It's Sunday in Bristol. Now, I don't know if this is some people say it's the food
Yes.
dirt race, and some people say that race is in pencil.
Yes.
It's on concrete.
It's on concrete.
But it's still the Food City Dirt Race, though. That's what it's still called,
Oh, okay. They haven't changed the name of it yet. Okay. I got you. Now, and this one here, I got Joey Logano winning it because he's good at Bristol.
You know how
Yeah.
some drivers they're good at certain tracks, like they're better at certain tracks than others. You know.
Yeah, there's two drivers that are good at Bristol. That's Joey Logano and Chase
Yes.
Elliott. So one of those two could win. San Antonio Spurs and Washington Wizards are the two teams in the NBA who have been officially eliminated from playoff contention.
So far.
Thoughts on that? Lou, what's your thoughts on those two teams being eliminated?
Wait, I didn't hear that.
What are your thoughts on the Spurs and the Wizards being eliminated from playoff contention?
Oh, well, a surprise, really. I was surprised Detroit got that.
Well, Detroit's is gonna be one of them too. You know. But,
it's all but official. But Spurs didn't surprise me. Although I am disappointed because all the hype surrounding Victor Wembanyama and they couldn't do anything this year. I mean, it's a major disappointment for the so-called rookie of the year. But it's not surprising, but it's disappointing.
They're going to do what they can to build around that. They're going to do what they can to build around him, like kind of how they did with David Robinson and Tim Duncan. They're going to do the same thing. It's hard to live up to those
legends. Now, Washington, well, they've been a dumpster fire for years anyway, so it's only continuing. So I don't.
When is Washington any good? When is Washington been any good? I don't remember them ever being good.
The late 70s.
Yeah, but I'm saying here the last 20 years, no.
How do they stay in business? I mean, they're complete trash.
That was back when they were the Washington Bullets, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How about the Baltimore Bullets? Try that.
Oh God!
You're going way back then.
Now we're going way back in the left field. All right.
That's kind of like the Cowboys being the Dallas Texans at one time.
Oh yeah.
Remember the Dallas Texans? So, the Dallas Texans became the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, they did.
But they were the first team, the first NFL pro team in Dallas.
Right.
Yes, they were.
Then Lamar Hunt bought the Texans and moved them to Kansas City.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Eastern Conference as of the 12th of this month. Can y'all guess who is the number one team in the Eastern Conference?
Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Minnesota. Is that Boston?
Boston. They got the number one spot with 51-14. They already got a playoff spot.
Yeah, they're the only team in the NBA who's got a playoff spot so far.
Right, but that'll change.
Yeah.
Well, of course, but
no.
They're not gonna. I think they're still going to be the number one seed in the East.
Exactly. Yeah. Number two is the Milwaukee Bucks. They come in at 42-23, 9 games back. So
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a huge skid from 1 to 2.
You think
now you go to the West, 1 and 2, it's only like a half a game or not even a game behind. It's like literally they're neck and neck. They only
have points.
Huh?
Percentage points.
Oh no, you'll see once we get to.
Now from number 2 to number 3, that's still close. We got the Cavaliers 41-24, 10 games back. So there's only 1 game separating second and third.
Yeah, Cleveland's pretty good this year.
Number 4 is the New York Knicks at 38-27. They're 13 games behind.
Yeah.
So the top 4, the top 3, anybody can still come back and get that.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 through 4 is anybody's race.
Yeah.
But remember, there's less than 20 games left.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's 3 games, and that's. couple of bad nights for Milwaukee and Cleveland, and the Knicks, all of a sudden, the Knicks are number 2.
It's going to come down to these final 5 games.
Usually does.
Yes.
Orlando Magic comes in at 5 with 37-28, and they're 14 games behind. So there's another between 4 and 5. There's another 1 point separating them.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting. Number 6 is Indiana Pacers, 37-19, and they're only a half a game back of the Magic. So it's going to be close when those top 6. Well, now let me say this whole Eastern Conference is close, except for the last 2 teams on the list. The Philadelphia
Sounds like
Huh?
It sounds like there's a logjam 2 through 8.
Yes.
And Boston's run away in hand, and everybody's racing for second.
Exactly. Number 7 is the Philadelphia 76ers. They come in with 36-29, 15 games back.
They're 4 games off second.
Yeah. Number 8 is Miami Heat. They're at 25-29, 15 and a half games back.
They're 25-29, and they're 8th?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, they're 35-29.
Oh, 35. Okay.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat. Now, the 76ers, I'm sorry. 76ers are 36-29.
Okay.
The top
Yeah,
8.
I thought you said 25. I heard 25. I was like, 25? Ugh.
I know.
How bad is the rest?
That's my bad, guys. Sorry about that. Miami Heat comes in at number 8, 35-29, 15 and a half games back. Now, here's the 2 teams I don't think will make the playoffs at all.
No, remember, there's playoff. There's
There's a play-in game.
They do have those playoff in games like 7 and 10, 8, 9. Yeah, they always play. Yep.
I don't think these 2 teams can make it. Number 9, Chicago Bulls, 31-34, 20 games back.
Possible, but
It takes 2 bad nights and
number 10, this team don't have a shot neither, and that's the Hawks.
no.
with the play-in.
Go ahead, Adam.
With the play-in tournament, it really throws a monkey wrench in all of that. And 20 games to play. You know, if the 2 teams in front of you get cold in the last half a month of the season, you know, coming down the stretch, and they go 5 and 9, and you go 7 for 8 or 7 for 9, all of a sudden you're 38 and 34. And you're in the show. You know.
Yeah.
It's not that inconceivable to have a 5 or 6 game winning streak in the last 2 weeks of the season.
No.
And then you just you went out and get to win 2 out of 3, and you make the show. You make the playoffs. I mean, you know, I think that's at that point where you say never say never. You know, I mean, I think the only thing that's decided is the 1 seed. You got 11 games separating 2 from 10, and to say that anything is a foregone conclusion, I think, as one who likes to hedge his bets, I wouldn't put any money on anybody missing the playoffs just yet out of the top 10. I think everybody has at least an outside shot, and then anything after that is.
But anyhow, the Hawks are 29, 35, 21 and a half games back. So now the Western Conference, Can y'all take a guess on who's leading that conference?
It's a close
OKC.
race.
Yep, Oklahoma.
Yep.
Oklahoma City Thunder, 42-20, no games back.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the Denver Nuggets. They're 42-20, also no games back. So the Nuggets are nipping on the Thunder's heels.
Yes.
They're neck and neck. Yeah.
Yeah. Minnesota Timberwolves come in at number 3 at 44-21. They're 1 game back.
Good for the T-Wolves, man.
So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That's going to be a tight race.
It'll be exciting down the stretch, man.
I'm telling you. And don't forget the LA Clippers. They come in at 4 with 41-22, 3 games back.
Clippers are right there.
Injuries.
Yeah. They're right there. So the top 4, well, top 5, the Penguins, they're 39-25, 5.5 games back. So the top
Right on.
5, that's going to be interesting as we get closer to the finals.
Yeah, definitely.
That's really going to get close. Number 6 is the Phoenix Suns, 38-27, 7 games back.
Not out of the realm of possibility. It's a tall order, but it's not out of the realm.
Number 7 is the Sacramento Kings at 36-27, 8 games back. Number 8 is my Dallas Mavericks at 37-28 and 8 games back. So Dallas can make a run and blow people away.
Right.
Yeah, they can get into that top 5, top 6. You know.
Yeah, they can move all the way up to 3.
Yeah.
Well,
Realistically.
they don't have to go into that play-in tournament. Like
Yeah.
play-in,
Yeah.
like 7 to 10. Yeah.
Well,
That's the play-in game is scary.
It is.
It is.
it just depends on how bad Luka is hurt.
Oh yeah. That'd be it.
Because he left the game the other night with a hamstring injury.
Mm.
So it just depends on how bad he's hurt and how many games he's going to be out.
Yeah, of course. Like I think a lot of
the
it's
season. I think we're okay.
it depends on how quickly they. I think you'll see you hold him out 2 games, right? See where you're at, and if he's good to go, if he's 75, 80, 85%, and you've lost the last 2, it might be better to have him in there and just go for it. But if you can be competitive in those 2 games with him on the bench, you might hold him out an extra week and let him rest and get him right for the stretch run in the playoffs.
Just take him week to week and see how he is.
Yeah, because you gotta weigh out being the 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10 seed versus the long-term health of the franchise. And is it worth rushing him back for one playoff run where you're going to go up against a buzzsaw in OKC or the Wolves or Denver and get blown out and get losing 4, 5, 6 games, and now you shut the franchise back 8 months to 2 years because Luka can't come back and stay healthy now. So those are all the things, and those are factors that you got to think about when it comes to as a fan. Of course, you want him in the game, you want him playing, you want to win now. But where are we in 2 years where he's missed 60-man games over the course of 2 seasons with his? Would you say it was his hamstring that would? You said he hurt his hamstring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as we might be like, yeah, oh, if it was me, I'd go. But I don't think any of us have torn a hamstring and tried to play, or injured a hamstring and tried to play 40, 45 minutes of NBA level basketball.
Well, hey, listen to this. Their next 2 games are tonight against Oklahoma City, and then on Sunday against Denver.
That's a great barometer of where you're at as a team without him. Take that
Right.
time. If you get shellacked, you get shellacked, and
Right.
and then you can look at it. You can evaluate. If we lose by 25, yeah, we lost by 25. We lost by 30. Luka isn't going to be enough of a difference to make it at 80%, 85%. He's not going to be enough of a difference to make a difference. But if you lose by 5, you're like, yeah, he could be a difference maker. Now that him coming off the bench, even him coming off the bench for 5 or 10 minutes, giving the boys a lift, that could be a huge difference maker. So
I mean, I still think they could win. Win those games. I mean, it's doable. I mean, you can still do it. Like it'd be
Yeah.
hard, but sure. And then
Uh,
they have the Spurs, the Jazz again, the Kings, and then they go to Houston.
okay,
I can
So it's not
probably
that bad of a run, like where it's gonna be like, oh, you're playing against Boston, you're playing against
Yeah.
Milwaukee,
Milwaukee, yeah, you're playing against the
yeah,
tough team, right? Like,
yeah. You get OKC and Denver this week, and then Tuesday and Thursday you've got Boston and
yeah,
Milwaukee, and that it's
number 9 is the Lakers. They come in at 36-30, 9.5 games back.
Quite a turnaround from say like December and January. So I think they got a legitimate shot to make the top 8. I think they're far from done.
I think
36
so.
and 30.
36-30.
Is in 6 games left. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. No, sorry, 16 games left. I did the math wrong. I was thinking 72. It's 82.
Right.
Number 10 is the
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors. 34-30. They're 10.5 games back.
They can definitely make the playoffs, but don't obviously with the play-in games, which are scary. If you're the 7th seed, you play a play-in game, and all it takes is 2 bad nights, and you're on this year. You're playing golf in April.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather be 10 than 7. Chasing the rabbit. You got everything out in front of you. If you lose, nobody thought you were supposed to be there anyway. No big deal. You go and you make your pick. Try to, make some moves in free agency. You make a trade. And you get after it next year. But as the 7th seed, everybody expects you to win. And when you don't win, you got to live with that all off season. So, yeah, I think I'd rather be the 10 seed than the 7 seed.
Moving on to hockey. Eastern Conference. Number 1 is Florida Panthers at 45-17-4, 94 points. Number 2 is the Boston Bruins at 38-14-15, 91 points. They're 3 points away from taking over first.
Boston has come back to the pack.
Lou, your Rangers are number 3
Yep.
at 43-18-4, 90 points.
Yes, but remember that the only reason why Boston has more is because they have more shootout and overtime losses than the Rangers do. That's why because the Rangers have more wins.
Yep.
Number 4 is the Carolina Hurricanes at 39-20-8, 84 points. Number 5 is the Toronto Maple Leafs at 37-19-8 with 82 points. 6 is the Philadelphia Flyers at 34-24-8, 76 points. Number 7 is the Tampa Bay Lightning. Brad's not going to like this one too much, but oh well. 34-25, 6 is 74 points. And number 8 is New York Islanders at 29-21-14, 72 points. So that's any one of those teams can take over that first place.
Yes.
But I say the best teams that have a shot right now would be. Oh, well, only two teams have the best shot of. No, wait a minute, I looked at that wrong. I'm sorry. There's one team that can take over that number one spot right now, and that's the Rangers.
Yes.
Boston can move up to number
Well,
one.
Boston can too. Like Boston's literally
Boston
3
too,
points
yeah.
behind. They're not far
Yeah.
behind.
Yep. The Rangers play tonight too.
Yeah, but the top three teams are going to put on a show.
Oh yeah, they better.
The Western Conference, we got Vancouver Canucks at 42-17-7 with 91 points.
Yeah. Yep.
Congratulations to the Dallas Stars.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They're at number 2
Wow.
at 40, 18, and 9, 89 points out of first. So they are nipping on Vancouver's heels.
What's the points differential?
91 to 89.
Okay.
So that's close.
Yep. It's one game.
Yeah. Number 3 is the Winnipeg Jets at 41,
Really?
5, 87 points.
And that's 4 points. That's doable. It's 2 games. Very doable.
Number 4 is the Colorado Avalanche at 41, 20, and 5, 87 points out.
Okay.
So that's still doable.
Yeah. Especially with the 3-point nights.
Yeah.
You can make up ground. You can make up ground in a loss. So.
The Edmonton Oilers at 39, 21, 3, and 81 points out.
Okay.
That's still doable. The top 5.
81 and 90. 10 with 16 left. 10 is starting to be a tall order. Anything over 8 with 10 to go is you're starting to get into where it's going to be, you need a good long winning streak to make up any points. Because with
maybe 16 games left and you need like 10 points, that's going to be kind of hard to do.
You really need, what you need is 3 games in hand.
Exactly. Nashville Predators at number 6, 37, 25, 4, 78 points.
Okay.
I don't see the Predators coming back.
No, they'll be the third. They'll be the third in that division.
Number 7 is the Kings at 33, 20, 11, and 77 points. I don't see them coming back neither.
No, they'll be one of the two. They'll be the two. They'll be the number 1 wild card.
No.
Number 8 is the Vegas Golden Knights at 34, 23, 7, 75 points. The Golden Knights are going to be another wild card team.
Yep, they'll be the second wild card team.
Yep.
That's crazy.
The defending champs.
I'm going to say either one of the top 5 teams have a chance to make the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I think comparing it to the NBA because of the length of the schedules, I think is pretty fair. I think that the East is very top heavy in the NBA. I think the West has a lot more talent to spread throughout. And I think the NHL has good talent in both conferences. I think it's very competitive. I think you'll get a lot of 5 and 6 and 7 game series in the Cup Finals. I think we could see another Boston Vancouver rematch.
Yeah, I like to see
in the finals.
Or a Rangers Canucks rematch. I like to see that myself.
Yeah, Rangers Canucks '94 throwback.
Anything's possible with those top 5 teams.
Anything's and that's the beauty of a 7-game series is that you have one. You can't. That's why I like 4 7-game series. Whatever the plural of series is.
We get the idea.
is that unlike a 5-game series or a 3-game series, like the NBA with a tournament, their playing tournament thing, or the one and done of the NFL or March Madness, a full
Right.
7-game series, you have two bad nights. You are absolutely laying an egg. And it's like Scotty Bowman said all them years ago. You haven't lost a series until you've lost on home ice. You go, especially as the road team, the first 2 games, you still won. You can get one at home. You got home ice for the next 3 nights, and you can take a 3-1 game or a 3-1 lead going into Game 5, and it makes it so much more difficult to win a playoff series, even as a 1 seed, even as as Florida with 94 points. They'll cruise into the playoffs and they'll catch an 8 seed, which I forget, it was Philadelphia. I think it's the 8 right now. And they catch a hot Philly team a Philly team that gets hot going into the playoffs. And next thing you know, Florida's been swept. So I love playoff hockey. If you don't watch playoff hockey, if you don't watch any other hockey, watch playoff hockey. Playoff hockey is 60 minutes of balls to the wall, no nonsense, no nonstop action hockey. It's the best hockey in the world.
Yes.
Going into the NCAA tournament, which that's already started, but we still got a lot of that left.
Yeah, we do.
Technically, it's still the conference tournaments, but I see what you're saying.
We're gonna start with the men's. Number 1 is Houston. Number 2 is UConn. Number 3 is Purdue. Number 4 is North Carolina. 5 is Tennessee. 6 is Arizona. 7 Iowa State. 8 is Creighton. 9 is Kentucky. 10 is Marquette. 11 is Duke, which I thought Duke would be further up than 11.
That's a good turnaround for them. They were bad last year.
Oh yeah.
Number 12 is Auburn. Number 13 is Illinois. 14 is Baylor. 15 is South Carolina. 16 is Kansas. 17 is Gonzaga.
What?
16 is Kansas.
16 is Kansas.
Gonzaga.
Joe, is the phone line working?
Huh?
Is the phone line working yet?
We haven't had any call-ins yet.
Well, Diane's trying to call in and she can't get through.
Okay, let me figure this out here real quick. What is going on here?
Sorry about the switch of venues, but my phone got hot. I had to come back inside and cool it off. There we go. I'm just going to turn my cam off for now while I let my phone cool down. It's hot up there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Something has gone wrong there, guys. Give me just a minute here to
Yeah, all right.
get this figured out here. Cause
Sure.
don't y'all just love live shows?
Mm. It's hot out. I'm very hot now. I'm ready for a nap.
While you're waiting on that,
Okay.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Have Diane try it now, Luke.
Try now. Okay.
I might actually.
Okay. So just let her know, and that's it.
Okay. So, anyways, the college football playoff, they might be going to a 14 team format in 2026.
Gonna get watered
Okay.
down.
So 14 teams, that's not bad.
No, I don't hate it. I think it'll probably help with scheduling. I think that's the biggest problem right now is scheduling it and making sure that they get good teams in there because nobody wants a Liberty or a Northern Iowa or a
No.
Cincinnati getting shellacked every other year because they have the automatic qualifier.
Right.
Well, no, they're gonna. I think how they're gonna do it is they're gonna do like more like at large.
Mm-hmm.
True. Okay.
Which that's
Let's try this now. See what happens since because Dollpad is up and working. I think
Okay.
we're gonna try this again. Number 13 is Illinois. 14 is Baylor. 15 is South Carolina. 16 is Kansas. Okay. Wait, I already went through that. 19 is Alabama. 20 is BYU. 20 is St. Mary's. 22 is Washington State. 23 is Nevada. 24 is Dayton. 25 is Texas Tech. So that rounds out the men. Now the women. Now somebody help me understand this real quick.
Yes.
uh-huh.
Why is the Texas women still ranked 5 after they won the Big 12 championship?
This is from the
Yeah.
last week.
Mm.
It's from the
Do
last
what?
week.
I was saying,
It's from the last week.
it hasn't been updated yet.
Okay. Number 1 is South Carolina. Number 2 is Iowa. 3 is USC. 4 is Stanford. 5 is Texas. 6 is UCLA. 7 is Utah. I mean Ohio State. Sorry.
Right.
Eight
Apologize to me.
8 is LSU. 9 is Notre Dame. 10 is UConn. 11 is NC State. 12 is Oregon State. 13 is Virginia Tech. 14 is Gonzaga. 15 is Illinois. 16 is Kansas State. 17 is Oklahoma. 18 is Colorado. 19 is Baylor. 20 Utah. 21 UNLV. 22 Syracuse. 23 Creighton. 24 Louisville. And 25 Fairfield.
Mm.
So not a bad top 25 for the women.
No.
Not bad at all. But with Texas winning the Big 12, don't be surprised if they get the number 1 and number 2 seed.
I wouldn't be.
No problem.
You know, some of automatic qualifiers for the NCAA tournament for women. The Big 10 is Iowa, which
No surprise there.
no surprise there.
No.
The ACC is Notre Dame. No surprise. The Big 12, of course, we know it's Texas. The SEC is South Carolina.
No
The
surprise.
Pac-12 is USC. The Big East is UConn.
Hmm.
So that's just some of them that automatically qualified.
Those are just some of the
Yeah.
majors. I'm not going to do
Yeah.
every single last qualifier in that. That takes too long.
But now, what we could do on that, we could look at them week to week. Start out, do like maybe 4 or 5 teams each week till we get it done.
Huh?
By that time, it'll be tournament time.
Some notable free agent signings and trades. Now, here's the question that just showed up.
That's what I thought.
Chicago. Barkley to the Eagles. I look at this way. If
They
if
are under investigation by the NFL for tampering.
Yes.
True.
Them and
very
the
true.
Falcons. I don't know.
No, I agree. Because it's a big deal on the
Yes.
score about it. They were saying that before the free agency opened, the Eagles were talking to Barkley, which that is a no-no. You have to wait till the opening day of free agency. You cannot talk to any free agents until that day opens.
Which was yesterday.
Until the legal tampering the opens. If you do it before, that is tampering.
Exactly. So
Oh.
with him going to the Eagles, that could come back and bite him in the butt.
Yep.
Yes.
Just gotta wait and see what the NFL investigation turns out.
Same thing with Atlanta and Kirk Cousins.
Exactly. Washington Commanders signed running back Austin Eckler to a 2-year deal worth up to $11 million.
Yep.
Guys, we're on the wrong business.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
I wish, man.
I know. But what about this move? The Falcons signing Kirk Cousins.
Sure.
Yeah. 4 years, 180
Now-
million, 90 guaranteed.
Exactly.
Now talk about being in the wrong business, brother.
Exactly.
That right there, that is considered what you call highway robbery.
Yeah, because Cousins ain't worth the $180 million. I'm sorry.
No.
That's market, though. Like Jeff was talking about on Brad's show the other week. That is what the market is commanding. Mid-level quarterbacks are commanding 180. Look at what that is. What your bargain basement average quarterback, your mid-tier who's better quarterback is commanding right now.
And that's crazy. That's too much money. And you wonder
Look
why
at what-
ticket sales are so high.
But then again, it goes back to what Adam was saying. It's the market.
Because the market dictates what you spend. And if you look at what Mahomes and what Herbert and Allen got, and we consider those 3 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now, and they're each getting well north of 300 mil. We've got to reset our expectations for what a mid-level quarterback is going to get.
Exactly.
A mid-level quarterback like Kirk Cousins, who's going to score, he's going to throw more touchdowns than interceptions, win more games than he loses, and be a good quarterback to develop young talent under. Don't be surprised if Atlanta doesn't draft a quarterback in the mid to late rounds with the hopes of being able to let him ride the bench for the next 3 to 4 years and be the guy when Kurt needs. They'll take a young quarterback, a 22, 23-year-old guy who can spend the next 4 years on the bench behind Kirk Cousins, running the offense, running the system, and be plug and play when Kurt's all done.
Yeah.
4886. Okay, I'm trying this out real quick.
What I think is funny is who the
Yeah.
Vikings replaced him with.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, the one who sees ghosts.
Yeah, Sam Darnold got screwed from day one.
Right.
Yeah,
Sam Darnold's development was
I mean, his contract isn't that much. It's only like, let's see,
that's a minimum.
8.5 guaranteed. It's
Tell,
just a
Di-
1
tell
year
Diane
contract
it's
with a max
working.
value of 10 million. Huh?
Tell Diane that DocPad's working because I just tried it and I was able to get in with no problem. What she
Okay.
has to do is call that number and put in the pin and hit the
I know.
pound hit the pound button.
Yeah, that's I told her.
Okay, because
All right.
it worked on my end. New England Patriots. They got tired of Mac Jones. They traded him to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right.
And then
No,
they
that's highway
Why the
robbery.
Jaguars needed him? I don't know.
but then again they signed Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's back with them. He started out with them.
Worth $8 million. But yeah, trading Mac Jones to the Jaguars, that was highway robbery. The Jags got screwed on that deal.
Yeah.
When they traded a 6th and a 7th for him.
Yeah, 6th round pick.
I wouldn't give nothing up for that bum.
I wouldn't give them a pack of Starburst.
I wouldn't give them
terrible.
a piece of mint candy. Cleveland
Well,
Especially for somebody that's going to sit on your bench.
True.
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns signed linebacker Jordan Hicks to a 2-year, $8 million deal. So basically, that's $4 million a year.
That's how that works.
Not bad for a linebacker.
James, I'm going to need your help with this one. San Francisco signs defensive end.
Oh, Gross Matos? Yeah.
To a 2-year, $18 million.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player.
Cincinnati signed running back Zach Moss to a 2-year deal worth $8 million. They also released Joe Mixon. That's got to be the stupidest move I've heard.
No, Joe Mixon needed out in Cincinnati.
Oh, he did?
He needed to make a change. He hasn't been he's had legal issues in Cincinnati ever since he got there.
But now Mixon is actually they ended up trading him to the Texans and he got a 3-year extension. So he's in a good place, That's
definitely.
It's Texans, yeah.
Breaking news this came through. Woman says Prescott sexually assaulted her. QB claims extortion. A woman accused Dak Prescott of sexually assaulting has filed a police report over the alleged allegation incident in 2017 after the star of the Dallas Cowboys sued her on a $100 million extortion claim. Dallas police said Thursday there was an ongoing investigation after the report was filed earlier this week about an alleged sexual assault that occurred in the parking lot of a strip club in early 2017. Prescott's attorney filed the extortion lawsuit in Collin County, North Dallas on Monday. Prescott has declined the woman's allegation. According to the lawsuit, the woman and her attorney wrote Prescott a letter in which they said the woman would not pursue criminal charges or go public with her claim. Now, listen, if Prescott pays her $1 million.
Yes.
I wouldn't give her a penny. I would take money from her. She's going to owe me money.
Hence why the lawsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
An attorney representing Prescott met last week with police in Pottsford, where Prescott lived, and said his client was a possible victim of extortion. The Dallas Morning News reported Prescott is seeking $1 million in damage in his lawsuit against the woman and her attorneys. Prescott's attorney Levi McCatherine said the quarterback has had no consensual sex with anyone. Sexual assault is a despicable crime that no person should ever endure. The lawsuit says defendant's false claim in regard undermine the courage of actual sexual assault survivors anywhere as a legitimacy of the hard crime.
This happened in 2017. This is 7 years later. Why are you just now coming across with this?
The woman told Dallas television station WFAA the incident happened in the back of an SUV after she left the bar, where she worked with Prescott and some of his friends.
Okay. She's lying.
Yes.
You could tell. 7 years later, you're not gonna come after somebody 7 years later unless you're money hungry and you want to ruin somebody else's career. That right there, you should be in jail. You should be in jail for that.
One of the women's attorneys said Prescott's extortion lawsuit was a smokescreen to distract from the real topic that should be discussed, and that is that a rape was committed by Dak Prescott.
Right.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it either.
Yeah, I think it's a farce.
It's one thing. It's one thing, you know. It's more obvious that something nefarious happened when they go into defensive mode. When they deny everything and just go in defensive mode. But
exactly.
What sounds like happened was some unwanted or unprovoked touching, maybe. Something happened, things happened in a car, and it didn't go right, and so he backed off, and now 7 years later, she's trying to extort him for $1 million, so he says, all right, bet. Nothing happened. Here's your set. You want to sue me? I'll sue you.
Maybe she wanted to have some happy time with Dak and Dak said no.
Yeah.
Or maybe he wanted a happy time with her and she said no and he said okay.
Maybe
and then she said
maybe she wanted to experience what his pickle tastes like.
Maybe he wanted her to taste his pickle and she said no. And he said okay. And she said, well, if you don't give me $1 million, I'm going to tell everybody you assaulted me.
Exactly.
That's a ransom note.
You know,
that's kind of...
That happens to everybody. Look at Deshaun Watson. Look what happened with him.
He's guilty of sin is what happened with him.
Oh, he had multiple. It's not like he had one person. No,
he had dozens.
Yeah.
Dozens.
Oh, okay, well, I didn't
of allegations.
Like 40 something. Like it was out there. It was like what?
It was insane. That's why they shipped him to Cleveland.
Yeah.
New York
to make it all good.
Lou, you should be happy with this. The Jets signed defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw to a 1 year deal. They also signed guard John Simpson to a 2-year deal worth up to $18 million.
Yeah, I didn't get much on that though. You know, I didn't get.
I don't recognize him. I didn't recognize either of those names.
Miami Dolphins signed linebacker Jordan Brooks to a 3-year deal worth $26.25 million.
He's good. He's a good linebacker. I don't know if he's worth that much.
I'm not happy about this one at all here. Washington took one of our best defensive players.
He was a depth piece, and we can easily replace him. Like I'm not worried about it. All the players. No, listen to this, Gerald. Every player that they got from us, we get a comp pick back for them.
Oh, okay, well,
interesting.
I'm happy with that then. The Commanders signed Dorrance Armstrong to a 3-year deal worth $33 million.
And they're
Green,
paying him like he's like a top guy, which is I find that funny because that's what Washington does.
Green Bay Packers signed Josh Jacobs to a 4-year deal worth $48 million, and they released Aaron Jones. Now, I'm going to say this right now. Since Dallas cannot get Derrick Henry or Barkley, I would love to see Dallas pick up Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones is now with the Vikings.
Ah, Jerry,
Yep.
make some damn moves, you brain dead depends.
Well, they did. They got Eric Kendricks from ended up getting Eric Kendricks from. Well, actually, we stole him from San Francisco because he was going to go to San Francisco and ended up with Dallas because he wanted to be back with Mike Zimmer.
Green Bay also signed safety Xavier McKinley to a 4-year, $68 million deal.
Okay.
Pretty
Philadelphia
solid deal.
signed Barkley to a 3-year deal worth $37.5 million with $26 million guaranteed.
Too much money. Too much money.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I wouldn't give up that much for Barkley.
Way too much money for that guy.
Jacksonville signed safety Darnell Savage to a 3-year, $21 million with $12.5 guaranteed.
Okay.
Not bad for a player of his caliber, you know.
Tennessee Titans signed Tony Pollard to a 3-year deal worth $24 million.
Yep.
Tony's not worth that after that injury.
No.
Well, no, I think he'll be okay I think he'll be okay this year. 1 year removed from it is not enough time.
Carolina Panthers traded defensive end Brian Burns to the New York Giants for the 39th pick in the 2024 draft, plus a 2025 fifth-round pick. There were swap picks in the 5th round. New York Giants signed him to a 5-year deal worth $150 million with $87.5 guaranteed.
Still.
The deals are getting bigger because the salary cap went up for almost $50 million.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, this week we will discuss the NFC South, the division of the NFL. The South is the weakest division in the NFL.
The South stinks.
We're going to start with Atlanta.
Huh? Yay.
At home, they got Carolina. What do you think, guys? They got
Who? Oh,
Carolina.
Atlanta and Carolina. It's probably a win. Yeah.
New Orleans.
Loss.
Tampa Bay.
Loss.
Dallas.
Loss.
New York Giants.
Win.
Kansas City.
Loss.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Loss.
Seattle.
Loss.
Pittsburgh.
Loss.
Okay, so that has them as of what right now?
What, 2-7, 3-6?
Okay. Away, they got Carolina.
Win.
New Orleans.
Loss.
Tampa Bay.
Loss.
Pittsburgh.
What time again? What? You mean Philadelphia?
Yeah, Philadelphia. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was like, what? Loss.
Washington.
Loss. Oh yeah, never mind. I win. Don't win there. Who?
Denver.
Loss.
Las Vegas.
Loss.
Minnesota.
Win.
Okay, so that's got them finishing what?
What? 5-12.
Ooh.
7, 12, 7, and 10 somewhere in there.
Yeah, between there. It's not. They're not going to have that many wins.
Okay, moving on to Carolina. We know Carolina ain't that great of a team.
No, they're probably going to win me.
Okay, the home schedule is they got Atlanta.
That's a loss.
Yes.
New Orleans.
That's a loss.
Tampa Bay.
Loss.
Dallas.
Loss.
Giants.
Loss.
Let's see. Chiefs.
Loss.
Chargers.
Loss.
Cardinals.
Win.
Bengals.
Loss. 1-8.
1-8 at home. Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Huh?
That's not good. 1-8 at home. I was saying 1-8 on the road, but 1-8 at home, we go out of the state, out of the arena.
Right.
Yeah.
Get away. They got Atlanta,
Okay.
Loss.
Carolina,
Wait, they're playing. They're playing. You mean New Orleans? Yeah, that's a loss.
Tampa Bay,
Loss.
Dallas.
Loss. But you mean
Giants?
Philly, right? You mean Philly, right?
No, Dallas. I'm
No, I
doing
mean,
that. Wait,
this is-
schedule now.
Oh, wait. Carolina plays. Yeah, they play
Yeah.
them away. Yeah, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm doing the away schedule. Pay attention
Okay.
here now, James. Come on now.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas,
Loss.
New York Giants,
Loss.
Chiefs,
Loss.
Chargers,
Loss.
Packers.
Loss.
Okay, so that's got them
1-16. 1-16 or 2-15. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is. Okay, we're moving on to New Orleans now. At home, they got Atlanta.
What is it? Oh, what you say? Who?
The Saints.
Well,
Oh, Saints. Yeah, we're gonna go with a win.
Carolina,
Win.
Tampa Bay,
Loss.
Washington,
Win.
Philadelphia,
Loss.
Loss.
Actually, you know what? This is at home, right?
yes.
That's a win. My bad.
Broncos,
Win.
Win.
Raiders.
Win.
Win.
Speaking of the Raiders, did y'all hear they released Jimmy G?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that was expected though because they're not. I don't know.
yeah, but I thought that, which is funny because, which is surprised to me with Desmond Ritter on the move, he didn't end up in Oakland. He ended up in Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah.
Give me just a sec, guys.
Uh oh. We lost Gerald. Somebody quick, look under the couch.
Who?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, there you found him.
Okay.
We were about to send the search dogs to look under the couch for you.
Okay. They got the Rams.
Wait, who's got the Rams again? Oh, this is New Orleans, right?
Yeah, still New Orleans.
They're gonna.
I'm gonna say win.
I don't know.
It's at home though. It's
This
at
is
home.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're home.
Yeah. I'll say win there. That's fine.
I mean, I don't hate the idea of loss, but I like. It's tough. West Coast coming East Coast. No, that depends. I don't remember who all has the Mexico, who has the foreign soil games this year. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind as we go forward.
Then they have Las Vegas. I'm sorry, Las
Mm.
Vegas Rams,
Yep.
and then Cleveland.
Cleveland?
Yeah, the Browns.
Mm, that's an interesting one. Um,
I think that's going to be a trap game.
Yeah.
it depends on who they have the week after that, but yeah, I like that one as a win.
Moving on to the Bucks at home.
What?
Okay, wait a minute, James. That puts their record at what? The Saints.
Uh,
9-8, I think.
I,
I think
9-8, anywhere between 9-8, 12-5. That's
7,
doable.
7-10, 12-5.
Okay,
Yeah, anywhere between there. Yeah.
Tampa Bay, Atlanta. Tampa Bay at home. They got Atlanta.
At home, very winnable game. Also win.
Carolina,
Win.
New Orleans,
At home, I'm assuming it's a win.
Washington,
At home, that should be a good game.
That
Why I like
okay.
what Washington's.
Yeah. Yeah. Home. Yeah.
I think it's a win, but I like what Washington's building. If they can get a quarterback.
Philadelphia,
Loss.
Loss.
Denver,
Win.
Win.
Raiders,
Win.
Win.
49ers,
Loss.
and the Ravens. Now remember, the Ravens just picked up Henry.
Yes.
I say a loss.
Right.
I didn't lose that one. So at home, they could.
It,
I don't know.
yeah. I 4-5, 5-4. I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
solid 6-3, give or take.
63, 3-6. You know, it takes us two bad weeks when you're sitting at 2-4 with 2 home games left.
Right.
And especially with not knowing where in the season these games are going to be, because that Ravens game could be week 11 or week 1 or week 4. You know what I mean? If it's week 4 and it's late September, it still could be 95 at field level and just be utterly miserable.
Okay. Tampa Bay. Now here's their away games. Atlanta,
Win.
Carolina,
Win.
Saints,
Win.
Dallas,
Loss.
Giants,
Win.
Chiefs,
Loss.
Loss.
Chargers,
Win.
Loss.
Next.
Adam, I got something. I want to get your take on something. Now remember, keep it PG now, okay?
You better get the duct tape handy.
What after everything is said and done? What do you think about Dan Campbell as the Lions head coach?
I
I mean, you take with the.
I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's the first coach in 40, 30 years to take the team to
Mhm.
to the edge of the promised land, right? And we don't have a Joshua waiting in the wings right now. So Moses is gonna have to get it done or die trying.
Yeah.
And I'll give him another couple of years. They just re-signed to an extension, and I think that's why you brought it up. But what I need him to do is learn how to coach situational football for the love of God and all that is holy. For the love of God that is all and Just learn how to coach situational football. Kick a field goal, man. Kick a field goal and settle the boys down. Settle the boys down. Because to me, the biggest issue was after that big bomb that San Francisco hit. I know it's a play that got lost in the shuffle with the later coaching decisions and the going forward on fourth down. But to me, the biggest problem was the fumble on the very first play after San Francisco got their touchdown. And for me, that was a lack of focus because the coach didn't come over and rally the troops, make sure everybody was on the same page, make sure that handoff, center exchange, and quarterback exchange were right. And that to me is the biggest failure of coaching. I can live with a coach being ballsy, with being gutsy, with laying it all on the line when the rough side drive. Bring it back, or either bring in the steering wheel or checkered flag. I can live with that. What I cannot live with is poor execution. You're in poor execution. If don't urinate down my leg and tell me it's raining. That is what is unacceptable. Everything else, that's football. Things happen. If he catches those passes, we have a whole other story. Execution. That to me is an execution. I'll cede my time. I'm gonna go get me a drink. I'm gonna cede my time while I run down the stairs and grab me a Coke.
Lou, what do you think about the Jets, Zach Wilson?
Execution.
I mean, if he's gonna do anything, let's put it this way: he hasn't done anything in the time he's been here. I don't really see him making it to the season. I think the Jets are gonna make a decision on who they want for quarterback. I think Zach is on his way out.
You know why? Because he's too busy chasing MILFs.
I was gonna say keep him away from your mom. I was thinking keep him away from your mom. I'm glad I crack you up sometimes.
I get it.
I wish we had commercials on this show.
We'll be right back after these messages.
After right back. Yeah.
But I'm not wrong, though. I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, brother. Trust me, I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, he also
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
His head was not in the right place. I mean, what do you expect?
No, but she wasn't complaining about where his head was.
He sees a mom in the stands. He's like, I wish I could go right now, but I can't. I'm on the field.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but she wasn't complaining about where his head was.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys kicked me out the show. Can't stop, won't stop.
We're going to get kicked off of Facebook.
He's like, you know what? After the game, I'm going to go after your mama.
What do you mean, my mama? You might have to tell my mama. My mama bites.
We definitely going to get kicked off of Facebook.
No, we're not.
That's okay.
Woman, saying we pulled down your account for the Wisniewski report.
We'll move over. We'll do the show. If we get kicked off of Facebook, we'll move the show over to OnlyFans, and we'll get really down and dirty with your mom.
Then we'll get paid.
Listen, Raptor is the best medicine. Whatever else, Gerald, we just cured it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I love getting Gerald a great character.
Hey, like I said, he likes older women.
He does.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Some of my best friends are older women.
Okay, guys. SmackDown. Rock and Roman showing up backstage along with Cody and Seth. I'm hoping Cody and Seth beat Rock and Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's night one. That's night one of WrestleMania.
Oh, that's gonna be. I'm so tempted to buy WrestleMania for this year, or get Peacock.
Because if Cody and Seth beats Rock and Roman, the rest of Bloodline has to stay in the back.
Yes.
But will they uphold to that? I don't know. Like, I don't know.
But if Cody and Seth loses to Roman and The Rock, it's Bloodline rules.
That means anything goes. Like, Brock could be the special guest referee. Paul Heyman can be the guest announcer. Solo Sikoa can sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
God no.
But I'm hoping, I'm hoping Cody and Seth wins.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, me too. Really, I want Cody and Seth to win.
Randy Orton, let's see. Now Logan Paul comes out and has a promo promoting his new energy drink. Randy Orton interferes and almost hits Paul with an RKO. That would have been funny if he did.
No, I think that's too sudden to do an RKO on Paul. That's why he hit one on KSI instead.
Yeah.
I can't say I wanted to take the bump.
His partner with an RKO before taking the drink and pouring it out on KSI to piss off Logan Paul. And I tell you what,
he poured it on his crotch. It was great.
Yeah, he poured it on him. I was like, oh shoot.
And did y'all hear about this? Jake Paul is going to face Mike Tyson.
Correct.
That's another ridiculous sign that we have here. I mean, let's face it.
July
Tyson
20th in
a dinosaur.
Stadium.
Tyson's a dinosaur. He doesn't have a chance.
Oh,
Jake Paul, he's not much of a fighter, but he is making himself now.
Are you kidding me, Lou? Tyson is going to knock Jake Paul out in 2 rounds.
Have you
Really?
seen
No.
Tyson train? No. Well, seriously, Lou. Have you seen him train?
Yes.
He is fast. He is still fast for his age. I don't care. He's gonna knock Paul out quick.
No, I get it.
No,
I get it.
It's a publicity stunt.
No, it's more than publicity stunt. He's gonna end his career.
Oh yeah.
No, it'll be an 8-round sparring match, just like the Roy Jones Jr. fight from a couple years back.
But now
Well,
we got to remember something. Mike Tyson likes chocolate. He don't care if it's dark chocolate or white chocolate.
I prefer dark.
The reason why I'm saying that because look what he did to Holyfield.
Yeah, he got an earful.
Sure did.
Oh my God.
well, in his defense, he thought it was a chocolate bar.
Yeah, he did. He thought it was a piece of chocolate.
He bit up more than he can chew.
Yeah.
No, I think it's more, as someone who loves boxing, and if I got a chance to fight a hero, a legend of the game, I'm taking that fight. I don't care. If I get a chance to go 8 rounds or 10 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, and I had 3 months to get ready, I would quit everything I was doing I would be in the gym from sunup to sundown. I would eat right. I quit smoking, quit drinking, quit doing drugs. Not that I do drugs, but if I did drugs, get clean, get sober, get ready to go, and get out. It would be great. I would, I'd kill for the opportunity, and it's about it's a dream fight. It's a fight that you want to take.
Mhm.
And Logan, well, no, and Jake can more than handle himself in the ring. He's shown that he's got skills, he's got technique. No, he can handle himself in the ring. And if Tyson rears back and lets a hard one go, it could be all over. But I mean, that's the beauty of the game. That's why you get in the ring, is because you never know. You get caught on the button and lights are out, and it's over in 10 seconds. Oh well, it is what it is. That's why I took a fight.
Randy Orton and Kevin Owens beat Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, which I knew that was going to happen because when you put Randy Orton and Kevin Owens together, and I'm hoping those two actually start a tag team together.
Yeah.
RK Owens.
Yeah. Hey, that would
That'd be fun.
be awesome. RK Owens. And I would love if that happens, I would love for them to go out to Judgment Day and take the tag belts away.
They had their own. They had their own mess that they had to face at WrestleMania.
Post match, Logan Paul tries to hit Randy with the nuts, but instead has them taken away by Randy. Logan Paul is running scared of Randy right now.
Yes.
As he freaking hit him with nuts at the chamber.
Bobby Lashley beats Karrion Kross by DQ, which that's the only way Karrion Kross can win matches is by having the Authors of Pain help him.
That's a bad tag team, though. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, I never liked that.
They're some big boys. Let me tell you that. Oof.
Yes.
No, I can't. No, I get that, but I've never found it. I've always found it more frustrating. I've never really particularly cared for dirty finishes.
Yeah, I don't either. Kind of adds to the. Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton beats Michin. That was a great match. I wouldn't be surprised if Tiffany turns face pretty soon.
She's getting the crowd pop, which is actually like really big because she's really a heel.
Yeah, but like I said, don't be surprised if she turns face pretty soon.
I won't.
Dragon Lee beats Angel Garza, but then gets attacked.
By Legado del Fantasma.
Main event segment has Roman, Rock, and Cody set in-ring promo as they officially set WrestleMania weekend up nicely. Cody hits the slap heard around the world.
Oh, that was wild. I loved it.
He just drew back with everything he had and just hit the rock right across the face.
And the reason why he did it, that's called a receipt.
Yep.
A receipt.
Yep.
A receipt.
No receipts.
That's come WrestleMania. That's gonna be a match because Cody has
because he called Cody a mistake.
Yeah, but now here's my question: will we see Rock turn against Roman at WrestleMania, or is Rock gonna play this out for a while?
Now, I'm telling you, he is the spider playing with the roach. The roach is Roman, and Rock is the spider.
Because if you remember about a week or two ago, when Roman put his hand on the Rock's arm.
Yeah, you don't do that.
And the Rock just raised his head and looked at him like, "Really?
What are you doing, boy?"
And when remember he was in the ring, it was just Roman and the bloodline, and he pointed his finger. pointed his finger at Roman.
The Raw show begins with Drew and Seth. Solid promo from both competitors. That was both of them laid it out on the line.
I mean, they're playing story, heading into like WrestleMania night 2. Obviously it's not gonna be night 1 because of the WrestleMania night, because of night 1. It's not gonna be on. Seth's not gonna have 2 matches in the same night.
No. Becky Lynch beats Liv Morgan. Post match, a show of respect for Liv from Becky. Then after that, Nia Jax shows up backstage and takes both of them out.
That's right.
Yeah, of course.
She is the worst. She's the worst wrestler.
She is. After the match,
Nobody else.
and they have a promo between the two. That's going to be a hard match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Match is easy.
Both Raw and SmackDown GMs have to compromise on a way to showcase the Tag Team Championship at the shows of shows. The Judgment Day will compete against 5 teams in a 6-pack ladder match.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a pack ladder match.
This will be qualifying matches to determine who makes it to WrestleMania. Judgment Day isn't happy that they have to defend the titles in that match. Boo hoo hoo hoo. Who cares?
Yeah, because Finn Balor says I'm afraid of heights. Well, guess what?
Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell beats Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. Candice has gone heel.
Oh yeah, she went off. She went off on Maxine Dupree. She talked about her dead brother.
Judgment Day goes to Adam Pearce's office and whines to him. It doesn't matter what they think. They will be defending the belt at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Yeah, that's what I said. Boo hoo. You gotta defend them anyhow.
Yeah.
Michael Cole interviews Cody Rhodes, and Cody basically says WrestleMania isn't the middle of the game. It's the 9th inning, and he's finishing his story and winning the WWE title. Now here's what I was saying with the backstage segment with Becky and Liv when Nia Jax attacks both ladies. Nia is a thorn to everyone in the WWE. She's not safe.
She's the most unsafe worker. I thought Rich Holland was. No, she's worse.
Yeah. Kabuki Warriors beat Shayna and Zoe. Shayna and Zoe had that match. If it wasn't for that stupid little witch, I'm not going to say what I want to say. I'm trying to keep this PG. Right. Dakota Kai as the distraction. Andrea walks into Judgment Day's clubhouse. Why is he there is beyond me. I think he's going to join up with them.
If he does, they're going to kick somebody out. I don't see him having an active member. I mean, Damien Priest is out. I don't know. I don't see Damien Priest being with them much longer. He don't need them. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't need to be in it. So I don't know.
Damien Priest.
Unless he's going to face Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania, that'd be better.
Damien Priest beats R-Truth post-match beatdown on DIY, and R-Truth, Miz wasn't there. Now, here's the match I would love to see. I'm hoping that Triple H makes this a match.
Yes.
Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso.
Oh, yeah.
Jey Uso in the ring promo, and he's coming to WrestleMania to beat Jimmy's ass.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're going to
Go for it.
see who the best brother
he's
is.
gonna beat the yeet out of him. It's gonna be man versus man, brother versus brother, Uso
Yep.
versus Uso.
Exactly.
Yeah. No brotherly love.
Now I think this is a big honor for this man right here.
Yeah.
Who remembers the Thriller in Vanilla?
I do.
Yeah,
Muhammad
me.
Ali is the latest inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Now, how can he be inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame? We never even did any wrestling.
He was part of the WWE. He did some spots with the WWE. Like he was at WrestleMania. I think it was like 3 or 4. Like he had been at several different WrestleMania that as like a celebrity guest. So
And that
yeah,
Float like
qualifies for Hall of Fame, huh?
yeah.
float
I
like
don't
a butterfly, sting like a bee.
have a natural location. It's basically like just that they get a ring and basically to be
Oh,
enshrined. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like
And I
whatever.
love the saying he had float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
I bet. I
yeah.
bet you his daughter is going to probably be the one that's going to induct him in.
Male Ali.
But the Thriller in Vanilla, that was I
Vanilla.
heard I heard that was a pretty good round.
It was.
One of the greatest fights of all time.
Number one contenders gauntlet match starts off with Ricochet beating JD McDonough, Bronson Reed beating Ricochet, Sami Zayn beating Bronson Reed. Bronson attacked Sami afterwards, and I thought Sami was out. I thought there's no way in hell he can beat Nakamura now.
No, but he beat Nakamura.
He beat Nakamura. Now, this match right here, this had to be one of the best matches I've seen on Raw. Sami Zayn and Chad Gable.
Great match. I thought it came down to the two. I thought it was going to end up being a triple threat at Mania because I thought.
Don't
But
take
nope.
nothing away from Chad Gable. He's a great wrestler.
Mhm.
Post match respect shown. Both of them shook hands and they went about their way. Gunther comes down to end Raw.
I was.
Go ahead.
I was thinking somehow that Gable will be end up added to the match. I think that'd be really good. That would actually make the fans happy.
I think so too. Coming up on Raw this Monday night, we got Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax in the last woman standing match. Anything goes in that match.
Obviously.
Good.
Qualifying matches for the ladder match for the tag teams. We got DIY versus the Creed brothers. That should be a great match
Or
because I like both teams, so that's going to be hard for me to decide on.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I like New Day and Alpha Academy, so that's going to be another hard one. This one right here, I'm going with Awesome Truth versus Indulged Sphere. But I'm not looking for that to be much of a match because those two are some big boys. So we'll just see what happens. NXT Stand and Deliver, April the 6th. So far, here's the matches. We got Dragunov versus Tony D'Angelo for the NXT Championship. Other predicted matches are Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes.
Mm-hmm. And that is going to happen because I think they already they just haven't actually signed it yet. But I think it more than likely because remember Trick Williams said, "I want Carmelo Hayes at Stand and Deliver." So I mean that is basically going to happen. Now
True.
Roxanne Perez and Lara Valkyria, I don't know. That may end up happening too, but I don't know.
Well, anyhow, Roxanne turned heel
Well, yeah.
because she was out there talking all that smack until Ava came out there and shut her up.
I saw that one coming from a mile away too. I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna turn heel any moment.
Now, the one that's running with Valkyria, Tatum.
Paxley, Tatum Paxley.
Yeah, she has a match with Roxanne Perez coming up Tuesday on NXT.
Yes. So that's gonna be good.
Then we have Ridge Holland versus Sean Spears.
I can see them doing that as well again because they had that match on Tuesday, and of course Sean Spears won. But I still see them having multiple matches. Like
Night one of WrestleMania. I don't know how they're going to do this because NXT Stand and Deliver is on Saturday, and so is night one of WrestleMania.
yeah, it's always going to be like that though. They always do it like I think like 10 o'clock in the morning to like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then WrestleMania will start around like 5 or 6, and end at like 10. So that's just night one. Night two is going to be like the same day, the same thing. You know?
Night one, we got Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Cody wins, no bloodline in night two. Roman wins as bloodline rules.
Uh-huh.
Night two, we have the Undisputed Championship, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Uh-huh.
The World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Other matches not set as of yet. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. WWE Championship, WWE Women's Championship, Io Sky versus Bayley. I think Bayley's going to take it away from Io Sky.
I hope so. I really do.
But then again, we got to worry about the other members of Damage Control.
That's true. Yep.
Intercontinental Championship, Gunther versus Sami Zayn. That's going to be a good one.
Yep.
Because Sami ain't going to lay down.
You're right.
Right.
Sami's going to fight till he can't stand no more.
Right.
And I would love to see this one. Jimmy Uso versus Jay Uso.
Yep, brother versus brother. Yep, that's good. You know what I'd really like to do? What I'd really like is see if Rikishi could be the special guest referee.
Between his two sons?
Yeah.
Yeah, but which one would you go for?
He'd slap the taste out of both of them and say, you guys need to get your crap together.
True. So true. Unified Tag Team Championship 6-pack ladder match. Judgment Day versus 5 other teams to be named in qualifying matches.
Well, we're going to find out 3 on Monday night. So, after that, I can find out the other.
Exactly. So, Lou, you want to go ahead and plug your show real quick?
All right. Enhanced Sports Show rolls on Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, that's Eastern Time. Number to call is 512-543-4662. We'll take a look at the new NFL League year, which just started yesterday. Also, college basketball conference tournaments. So we're going to go over that. All the remaining games are left in. Any leftover NHL trades, which are not considered by waivers. Coming down to spring training in baseball, we got NBA to take care of and WWE with UFC. Plus, of course, the ridiculous time of the week, the feel-good story of the week, sports trivia, this week in sports history, and of course, we always welcome your thoughts and comments. So try to tune in and call in from 4 to 6 p.m. on Saturday. Number again, 512-543-4662. Thanks.
And there will be no MILF on the show.
No MILF.
No myths on the show.
No myth.
Yeah. MILF.
Right, we don't do that.
But with that being said, guys,
no, Zach Wilson will not be in the building, I guess.
No, we kicked him out.
But with that being said,
his hunter privileges have been revoked, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
With that being said, guys, I want to thank these two for always joining me each Thursday night. They have been a big part of the show.
Oh yeah, hey, Hey, before we go, next week we're going to cover the NCAA tournaments as a whole, like breakdown, like because the tournament Selection Sunday is this Sunday, so we will cover it next week. Yeah.
James, you might be hosting next week because I got some stuff to do before my wife goes in for that procedure. So you might be hosting on the 19th.
I guess we'll see.
Just got to see what happens. But I want to thank these two. Without them, the show could not go on. Also, I want to thank our men and women of the armed forces. Thank you for what you do, because without y'all, this would not be possible. They put their freedom up. They put their lives on the line every day.
Yes.
So, with that being said, I'll see y'all next week.
And I would like to thank Zach Wilson for giving us that line for being a funner.
Good night.
So with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all next week. Y'all be safe. God bless. And I'm out.
Good night.
Peace out.